Welcome to Master Domaining. I'm Gene Pimentel, and in this session, we'll talk about a powerful technique to make buyers take action now. This is a powerful technique that can be used either as a new email campaign or to revive and inject new life into a previous campaign that did not get a good response. Many email campaigns get little response, but that does not mean the potential buyers aren't interested. It often means that you're just not hitting them at a good time, or they're distracted by other emails that they must tend to. I call this technique the Auction Competition Eliminator, or ACE for short, ACE. Here's how it works. You have a domain name that you're offering, which should be a better version of what most other businesses in that niche are using for their business, based on the same keywords. For example, you own the domain name finedesignerjewelry.com. There are hundreds of businesses using the keywords designer jewelry in their domain, but usually with other not so appealing words. You are going to use a special tool that I'll demo for you in just a moment and quickly find all of these other domain owners. You're going to send an email to these businesses alerting them to a time-sensitive event, an auction. Now, this does not have to be an actual auction, but you will provide a way for the businesses to place a bid. That's the easy part. Just list your domain at Cedo.com for free using the Make Offer feature and get the direct link to that domain name. You'll send this link to the list of businesses that you've gathered along with a special email message as follows. Subject: You'll have new competition within 48 hours. Hi John, this is a special announcement to alert you to the fact that the domain name finedesignerjewelry.com will be auctioned off and sold in the next 48 hours. Please be aware that I'm inviting dozens of participants, all of whom have a need for this domain name. I'm contacting you as a courtesy so you have a fair chance at owning this premium domain before your competition gets a hold of it. The bidding starts extremely low at 2 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time, Thursday. You'll have the opportunity to walk away with this premium domain at a price much lower than the market value. Simply go to, and you place your Cedo link, and place your offer quickly and easily. In 48 hours, I will announce the winning bid. Thank you and good luck. Then you sign off with your usual name and address, phone number, and email. And of course, the opt-out instructions as we've discussed before. This email should be customized based on your own personality and style. The object, of course, is to stimulate the recipients to place a bid quickly. There are 3 motivating factors. Number 1, it's a great domain name. Number 2, seemingly low price. Hopefully 2 or more will bid it up. Number 3, the desire to prevent a competitor from getting it. Although this doesn't have to be an actual auction, I encourage you to log into your Cedo account and learn about the different true auction formats that they do have and use one of those. The reason is each participant will get to see the current bid and it can cause a last-minute bidding war. Stepping back a bit, you need to gather the best prospective buyers for this technique. You want to find at least a dozen business owners who are using a domain for their business with a similar but uglier domain name. The tool to do this with is a website called zfbot.com. Z is in zebra, F is in Frank, BOT.com. Let's take it for a whirl now. So here we are at zfbot.com, and it's a real simple but effective tool in finding currently owned domain names being used by businesses that are close to the domain name that you're selling. So let me show you how this works. First, you type in some of the keywords from the domain name you're trying to sell. So in this case, we're trying to sell a domain name called finedesignerjewelry.com. So from those 3 words, you can extract 2 or 3 of those words, or even one of those words, to locate other domains that are similar using those keywords. For instance, let's type in designer jewelry. Remember, the domain is Fine Designer Jewelry. But by typing in designer jewelry, you'll find domain owners that have these keywords in their domain. Here we'll click on .com, and we are going to allow dashes and allow numbers and IDNs and leave the rest as is and just click search. So here it says a total of 112 actively registered domains match this query. So you see all these domains listed have the keywords designer jewelry in them. Now, do you think that a business that is using designer-jewelry would be interested in a domain name like finedesignerjewelry.com? Probably. Here's another one, designerjewelry-online.com. That's even an uglier domain than this one. Designerjewelry for less using a number. That's not a very good domain name to use. Designerjewelry for you. So there are a lot of domain names being used that are much uglier and not as useful as the domain name that we are offering. However, we want to filter this out more because it is listing all domain names that are registered regardless of whether they're a parked domain or a domain being used as a business. So with this filter, we can choose whether or not a domain is parked. We'll say unlikely. That way it'll look for the domain names that are most likely being used as a business. We'll hit search again, and now we have a total of 67 actively registered domain names that are likely being used by a business. Each one of these listings has a button at the beginning where you can launch the website to take a look at it. So let's see what this one is all about. Designer Jewelry for Less. I don't know who these people are. We're just doing this randomly. So here's a website that is offering custom jewelry. And remember, our domain name is Fine Designer Jewelry. So this is a very good fit. We'll want to keep this one as one of the people on our list to contact. And you repeat the process with other domains that you may want to explore and see if they're good prospects. So let's look at this one called Designer-Jewelry just to see what they're all about. And here we go. We have Designer Jewelry, and it's an active business. The problem for them is they're using a terrible domain name with a dash in between the words. It's very awkward to tell people to go to your site when you have to verbalize it or advertise it on the radio or on TV. You'd have to say go to designer-jewelry.com, and then people forget about the dash and go to designerjewelry.com. So it's not a good name to use for a business. They're a good prospect that we can approach. Now we can also change our keywords to say, let's say fine jewelry, and do another search. So we have another list of prospective buyers for our domain name using the keywords fine jewelry. So there are a lot of great prospects that are laser targeted to your keywords, and they are some of the best prospects that you can approach. Just make sure you check the websites, make sure it's a functioning business, and get their contact information from their website or from further research. Once you have a list of their contact emails, you'll send them that email announcing your auction. And considering the auction is live for 48 hours or whatever short period of time that you specify, it gives them the incentive to act now, not put it aside, and it encourages them to place a bid even if it's a small bid. Once you get one person to bid, then it makes it very easy for the next person to try to outbid them. And depending on the quality of your domain name, the price can rise very quickly. So give this technique a shot and let me know how you make out.